Hey students, how you doing? Let's get into the lesson today, okay? Today we're gonna go into a different portion of geometry. Remember, there's a PC, I believe, tomorrow, so let's do a quick review with that, and then we'll go to some new stuff, okay? It's actually not that new. It's stuff you learned before. Okay, but here for our warm-up, we got verify the following triangles and if they're congruent, and we gotta figure out what postulate, okay? So I gotta look at what I have. Let's start with A. Looking at A, I can see that for both triangles, I have here an angle and I got side and I got angle, right? So that's an angle, side, side. So if I have an angle, side, side, looking at both of those triangles, we know that's not enough info, okay? Because we know that triangles don't got no angle, side, side. So it's not enough info, okay? But if I look at B now, I can say that given I have an angle and side, and I can derive, because of vertical angles, another angle. Again, from this bottom part of this other triangle, we have an angle, we have a side, and then we have another angle that's derived by vertical angles, okay? Derive means we get out of it, right? We can conclude. So we know that this is going to be angle, side, angle. Okay, so they are congruent. Looking at C, let's do that again. I have here a side, an angle, and because I'm sharing the same side with those two triangles, we can derive that this has to be the same as well. Okay, so what I have here is a side, angle, side. Okay, hopefully you feel good about that, but let's get into this lesson. I'm trying to go a little faster, right? We're going to go back to the transformations. You learned this in 8th grade. I know you did, but this is part of the 9th grade curriculum. Learn it quick and we'll just get through it, right? So let's go ahead and look at what we need to do for our objectives. You should be able to transform points in shape in the coordinate plane. I'm going to do 2 or 3 examples, and then later we'll be able to write what a translation, reflection, and rotation notation is, right? Rotation notation. Fun stuff. So before we get to that, let's get into the definition here. Okay, so here I have 2 images. Okay, let me use something real quick. Whoops. All right, so here I have 2 images. I have here the pre-image, and I have the image of that pre-image, okay? So we can say that the pre-image is the original figure before transformation. It's the original, right? And the image is the figure after the transformation. So you're basically moving from one part to another part on the X and Y axis plane, okay? We can denote that as saying, in this case, we could use capital A, and then it turns into, with that arrow, it turns into A prime. Okay, that's the basically the movement of the image. That's the before and after. Okay, and then we call this rigid motion transformation. Okay, because we're only be using X and Y axis. We're preserving those triangles. We can see that they're congruent to each other. Okay. Another way to think of this, I grew up playing Super Smash Brothers. It reminds me of Pikachu. If you're playing that game, he does this quick attack, the up B thing where he goes like boom boom. Right? If I show you an image of that, this is what translation pretty much is. There's Pikachu. You see how he just zooms from one point to another. Okay, the pre-image is on the ground on that platform, and then the image is in the sky. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at here. All right. So now we got more transformations. Again, we can say that we're taking the pre-image and we could use notation to slide or move around, okay? We can use the notation to move things around. So in this case, I want to point out that the translation is moving a fixed distance in a specified direction, okay? It has to be very specified. And then, for example, let me see if I can go back to this. Okay. Here's my notation. My notation's right here. If I'm saying translate the triangle 9 units to the right and 9 units down, whoops, there's a typo there. What I'm doing is this right over here. This is the notation I need to write. Capital T, and then we do those mouse and mouse, right? Those less than equal signs. And first is our X, and then our Y, okay? So if I have the pre-image as A, for point A right here, I need to move 9 units to the right and then 9 units down, I take this point A, do you see it? And I go to the right. Let's see if I can I'll use black. I go right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And then it says 2 to the right. So that's why we say x plus 9. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we have 9 down, okay? So that's the translation. We do that for each of those points, A, B, C, okay? And then we should have an image there. Notice how when we do that, you see those two parallel lines? Basically, you're sliding diagonally by moving to the right, to the right, and then down. But in the end, you're really just sliding that diagonally with the translation. Translation means movement, okay? It's moving a fixed distance in a specified direction. So we're translating from here, the top left, down to the bottom right, okay? Second part is, those are the points that's going on here. Notice how at A, I'm at 5. So at point A, I'm at -5, 7. And then I do to the right 9 and I go down 9. I end up at 4, -2, okay? And then that goes with B and C because this is also what we call a rigid motion transformation, okay? Everything's moving along with each other. Okay, it's just like that Pikachu. Everything moves, right? Together. So another way of thinking of it is we could say your x first is x plus 9, and then your y second, y minus 9. Do this to each coordinate is basically saying go right or left. Adding means going to the right, going to the right. And then subtracting means going to the left, okay? And then for y, up means positive, down means negative, okay? Down means subtraction. All right, let's get into some examples now. So if I was to translate point B, so let's go ahead and put point B, that's 4, 0, -4, 0. I need to translate it from 9 units to the right and then 7 down. I write that as T, and then those little less than or greater than signs, 9, -7, okay? That tells me the direction I'm moving. In parentheses, I'm affecting point B, okay? So this says translate 9 to the right, down 7, and do that to B. So I'm going to have point B is right here. Okay, so then I'm going to do go to the right 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So I end up there, and I'm going to call that B prime, okay? That means the image. B prime means the image. So B prime, that's going to be at point, in this case, 5, -7, right? All right. If you see some other things here, you're thinking right. Okay, I can see that you can add and subtract and all that to the point B, but this is how you're supposed to do it, okay? Okay, so now let's do 3 points. So now let's say I have a triangle. I have triangle ABC. All right, let's go ahead and try putting that in first. So I can see that triangle ABC is going to be at there, and then -2, 2, and then -6, 2, right? So that's A, that's B, and that's C. All right. So I'm going to take triangle ABC, and it says here, look over here, it says T stands for translate. Go to the right 8 and go up to, using that translation towards triangle ABC, okay? So I'm going to let's just take, for example, point A. I'm going to go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go up to 1, 2, right? So that's where A is going to be. We call that, I'll do this in blue, we call that A prime, okay? I can do that to all the other points. Okay, here's B. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I go up to 1, 2. And notice how when I move, everything else should move the same, right? In the end, we create congruency with those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm also doing a shortcut. You can just say 1, 2, 3, 4. That triangle's 4 apart from it, right? Should be easy peasy. Okay, and there you have it. You have triangle ABC getting translated to A prime, B prime, C prime, okay? If I wanted to, I could put those points in. We could say that's 4, 8, right? 4, 8. And then we could say that's 6, 4, and then 2, 4, right? Okay, in addition, I can also do this, another translation with the image, okay? So it's just moving directions. This is kind of what you do when you do animation. You're just making multiple translations with the shape, right? So you have your table here. So now I'm going to take triangle ABC. In this case, it should be A prime, B prime, C prime. And now I'm going to translate that. Okay, I'm going to translate that by going to the left 1 and going down 8, right? So let me do this in blue. So I'll just take one of those points. Let's go ahead and do A. So we can go to the left 1, and then we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We end up there, right? Go ahead and do that with C. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. And then B. Over 1 to the left, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right there, okay? So this is where the image of A prime is. We're going to call this A double prime. So call this A double prime. Or triangle A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. A lot of prime, right? Double prime. Double prime means the two, what do you call it, apostrophes? I don't know, say English class. And we could put those points in if you wanted to. So I can see that's 3, 0. And then B, we can call that 5, -4. And then we got 1, -4, right? Feeling good about that? Okay, let's switch it around now. So instead of writing down or doing the translation with the shape, I'm going to try to write the notation for the translation of the shape, okay? So let's look at this. So I can see that I have the pre-image and the image, all right? I'm going to take the pre-image and then compare it to the image of it. In this case, it's in light blue. So I can see A's right here, and this we can call triangle ABC. Okay, let's call it triangle ABC. And then I'm going to look at the translation. So remember, first thing you have to use is the X movement, the horizontal movement. So I'm going to the right. So I know that's going to go to the right. I know that's +1. And then I'm going up 1, 2, 3, +3. Okay. Again, we're going over 1, 1, 2, 3. To the right 1, 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, so therefore, my translation, capital T, is going to be +1, comma, +3, parentheses, and we're translating. That's what this parentheses means. We're translating from to the right 1, going up 3. We're translating triangle ABC. And that's it, class. Isn't that easy? That's your answer, okay? So your discussion question, we'll do one more problem after this one. Your discussion question is, what do you recall about transformations last year? This was in 8th grade. And how confident do you feel about today's lesson? Just tell me, give me a scale of something, right? Tell me how you're feeling about it. All right, let's do this another one. Okay, so if I'm going from A to B, I know I have triangle ABC. I'm going over to the right 1 and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going down 8. I can double check and it looks like it's going to be the same. Going over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the same over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, my translation I'm going to be going over 1, so positive 1, comma, did I put positive on there? No, I didn't. That's fine. Positive 1, comma, minus 8. And that's affecting, we're translating triangle ABC. There you have it. Okay, today we learned about not justifying, I forgot to fix that, but we learned about translations. Remember, there's a PC tomorrow. I'll be on conferences. Please come at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. You can come to office hours before just to get that warm up and feel prepared for it, okay? Other than that, have a great day. Good luck. We'll see you. Bye-bye.